friends, welcome back to another episode of Kayleigh Creates. My name is Kelly and I have a little bit different of a video for you guys. I think I'm gonna start branching out into different videos. I don't know. I was getting really burnt out doing just makeup videos for a while, and I see other creators do videos like this and I just think that they're really cool, so I'm gonna be trying other stuff as well, so hopefully you guys like that. Without further ado, I have a big old drawer right here full of empty stuff. I've been collecting it for 6 months or so, maybe, actually I think more than that. I think I've been collecting this stuff since before I moved into this house, and I moved here in May. So that's a long time. I pride myself on being pretty natural with the stuff that I use, but a lot of this stuff is from BoxyCharm or just kind of skincare, which unfortunately usually has packaging. So yeah, I'm just kind of gonna be going through stuff, telling you guys what I think, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So the very first thing that's in here is my Not Your Mother's Blonde Moment Purple Shampoo. I do have very light blonde hair. I don't really know if purple shampoo really does much, but this shampoo made my hair feel so nice. So soft, so smooth. I was excited to use this every time that I did. I use it about once a week. And I think it just feels absolutely amazing. It smells super good, and I don't dye my hair, so I don't know if it really makes a huge difference, but I just loved the way it felt in my hair. Next is my Clean and Clear Morning Energy Facial Scrub. This took me forever to go through. I have started using cruelty-free only for my skincare, as long as it's the stuff that I'm buying. This is one of the last things that was left from before I went completely cruelty-free. And this stuff, I mostly used it on my body. So because I work outside and I sweat a lot, wherever straps touch me, I tend to break out, and that's where I mostly use these scrubs, because it really does feel like it helps with acne there. So this did feel very good. I will not be repurchasing because it is not cruelty free, but it is recyclable, which is kind of nice because most of the time these bottles are not recyclable. All right, next we have some makeup. So this is the Essence Camouflage Concealer. This is in the shade 30 Light Honey. I really enjoy this stuff. This is actually completely used up. I don't know if you can see that the tube is scraped empty. I used this for a couple of months. I think I actually used this for the full 6 months that it recommends before you toss it. And this looked great on my skin tone. I would repurchase this. I do have a couple of other ones that were a little bit cheaper that I have been using. So you never know, you might see this in my videos again. I did like the wand a lot. So the wand is very flat, but it's almost like a scoop. And it felt like it just applied the perfect amount of product, and I liked that one a lot. So next we have another shower thing. This is the, I think it's Me Bath Hemp Body Scrub. So it looks like this. I just got this at Walmart. It is cruelty free, which is pretty nice, and I like this, especially at the end of the summer where some of my tan is leaving me, or if I do have any sunburn that is peeling. Again, super pale, I can't hide it. But I really like this stuff. It smelled really good, and I use this completely up. I do like that it is cruelty free, it is recyclable, so I'm happy that I'm not just throwing plastic out. Okay, on to some more makeup. This is the Wet n Wild Lash Renegade. I love this stuff. I've bought this a bunch of times. I love the wand because it has the little ball at the end, which is perfect for your bottom lashes. I will be repurchasing this once I'm done with the current mascara that I have. Every once in a while, BoxyCharm sends me mascara, so that's usually why I have not been buying mascara very often, but I love this stuff. I think it is so good. It looks very good on my eyes, and I just enjoy it. Okay, next we have the Bang Beauty Chocolate Gel Eyeliner. I wasn't a huge fan of this stuff. It is actually completely dried out and I barely used it. I'm just not a fan of brown eyeliner. I know that you're supposed to wear brown eyeliner on blue eyes, but I just enjoy black. I'm not really into the natural makeup look, if you guys can tell by my current makeup, which a video for this makeup will be coming soon, but I just didn't like this a lot. It was kind of chunky when I did try to use it. It just wasn't my favorite. I've never used anything else from Bang Beauty before, so I don't know if that's just their standard or if it's just this one. I don't know. I didn't like that one very much though. All right, on to another one that I really do not like. So this is the Creme shop, and this is their cream bronzer. I think this stuff is so cool, how it's like the little sponge right here and you have the little pad thing, but this looked so bad. I tried to give it away to other friends because I hate just throwing out makeup. I didn't like it. It was so orange, it was so patchy, none of my friends wanted it, and I definitely do not like this. I'm actually getting rid of it before its expiration date just because I will never use this. The packaging is huge. I know that it is supposed to be, it's supposed to hold the liquid that's in the bottom, but it's just so big, and also it doesn't close. It's supposed to be that you press this button to open and it doesn't, so it just kind of pops open whenever it's in my drawer. I don't like this one. I do not recommend it. I only tried it because it was in BoxyCharm and I was super excited about it when I got it because it's just something very different, but no, I will not be using that again. So more skincare. This is the Clean Skin Club Vitamin C Brightening Booster, Watermelon Green Tea Pineapple. I loved this stuff. This stuff is expensive. It came in my BoxyCharm, which is the only reason why I have it, but I would repurchase this if I had the money. This made my skin look so good. I actually think I'm breaking out because I'm no longer using it and I'm using a different oil that just my skin doesn't like as much. This sank into my skin so nicely. It didn't make me greasy. I did only use it at night, but I probably could have used it during the day as well. It just made my skin feel so nice, and it also smelled so good. So if you guys can get your hands on this, highly recommend. Ooh, a hair product. So this took me forever to go through, like literally forever. So this is the OGX Nourishing Coconut Milk Anti-Breakage Serum. So I have very, very fine hair, but this stuff, it was fine. I didn't feel like it made a huge difference. I like leave-in conditioners just because it really does make my hair feel very nice and smooth, but I don't think this one did a whole lot. It took me a very long time to go through, which is nice, but it's just definitely not my favorite. I think my hair might be too fine for this, so maybe you guys like it. I don't know. So I love this stuff. This is my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I finally got through it. I can't get any more bronzer out of this. I think I actually used this like way past its expiration date. I love this stuff. It is a little bit more expensive for a bronzer, but it's the perfect cooler tone shade, but it's not so cool that it looks gray. I really think I might repurchase this because it is just that good. I am wearing a different bronzer today, but it is a little bit more orange than I would normally like, but I loved this. I know that there's a cult following for it for a reason. All right, so this is the Murad Hydration Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisture for Eyes. This is just an eye cream. I use this at night after my shower. It smells very fresh and clean. I went through this whole thing. I really did like this. I really do feel like it moisturized underneath my eyes very well. It did fill in some of those fine lines and such, which I love that about eye creams. I'm only 25 and I'm like, I'm gonna use eye cream for the rest of my life because I want my skin to look great. But I really did enjoy this. I don't know, I use a little tiny bit under my eyes, sometimes a little bit on my lids as well, but I really did enjoy this. But I have plenty of other eye creams that I'm going to be going through, and I don't really need to repurchase any. I have another big bottle that I kind of just want to get out of the way. I love bubble baths. I take baths all the time. I have some bath bombs in the bathroom now, and that's just my taking time for me type of activity. I take a bath with a face mask, I read my book, I have a glass of wine, I have a candle lit, I make it a whole experience. And this stuff really did calm me down. So this is Dr. Teal's Foaming Bath with Epsom salt, and the scent is Calm and Serenity. It smelled like roses, and it genuinely did make me calm down. It says that it has milk protein for silky smooth skin. I didn't really notice it make my skin any smoother, but I also make my bath like way too hot, so I don't think it would moisturize my skin because my skin's like, stop, I'm burning. I know that it's not good for my skin, but it just feels so good, I have to. I have a couple of empty masks here. And I think I have 3 of them. Yes. And a couple of them I used multiple times, but this one is the Sea Salt Cream Mask by iN.gredients. I don't know where this is from. I did get this for Christmas. I used this just the other day and I didn't like it. It kind of made my skin tingle, but like not in a good way. You're supposed to put it on when your skin is still wet, and it just kind of slipped and slid all over the place. It didn't make my skin feel very clean. I was hoping to clean up some of the breakouts that I'm having, and I feel like it just kind of irritated it. It's supposed to smooth, cleanse, and moisturize. I didn't like this one. I'm pretty sure this is just a Walmart one. Appreciate you, Mom, for getting it for me, but it just didn't feel very good on my skin. But I also have very sensitive skin. The next one is a TruBeauty Gold Foil Lip Mask. This one makes you look like a crazy person with it on. You do not look as cute as the model. It is huge. I genuinely feel like lip masks are a hoax. I don't buy them for myself. They give you moisture for like the time that you have them on, and then as soon as you take it off, the moisture is like gone. So I don't think that they really work. I'll continue using them just because I have them, but it looks crazy. Every time Ryan sees me with them on, he's like, what the heck's going on? I think I have 1 more of those. The pack came with like 6, so I've been going through them slowly but surely. Next I have Wander Beauty Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. So this is a very similar material as the other one, but it goes underneath your eyes. So unlike the lip masks, I love under eye masks. They really do give you that little bit of moisture. If you put a actual eye cream on under, like afterwards, it helps you keep that moisture in, and it really does feel good. I also love Wander Beauty. They are a great company. They're cruelty-free, and I just really like the people that run the company. So I really liked this one. Ooh, this is an old one. It's been a while since I've used this one. This is the Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer, the coconut one. I don't think this really did anything. I think it did give me a little bit of moisture, but it didn't really smooth anything. It didn't really make my foundation stick more. It was okay. Not great, not bad. It was fine, I guess. Next I have the Pretty Vulgar Undercover Concealer. I really enjoyed this one. It was a little bit more moisturizing than others, but I believe this one kind of changed colors as it dried on my skin. I believe it dried a little bit darker It might just be the powder that I used with it, but I did enjoy this one. The color was really great. The color is Little White Lies, but I'm not gonna really pay for a more expensive concealer when I can get cheaper ones like the Essence one or the e.l.f. one that I'm currently using. Next we have the, I think it's Janeiro, Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I actually really like this stuff. This is like the second little container that I've gotten from BoxyCharm. I love it. It really does feel good. I like it more on my like thighs, and it does give me a lot of moisture. It smells like pistachio cake, which is kind of a strange scent, but it is really relaxing. It reminds me of home because my mom makes this really good pistachio cake, and it is very moisturizing, but not to the point where you feel greasy. It's this nice whipped light consistency, and it just feels really good on my body. I have a couple of eyeliners that I've gone through in the last couple of months. The first one I have is the Hank & Henry Slick With It. I really liked this stuff. I used this a lot around Halloween. Actually, I think Halloween last year. So this was really nice for some really straight black lines because it is a brush tip. So it makes sure that you have that really even black line wherever it needs to go. It did run out very quickly, so I don't know if it's just because I was using it all over my face or if it was because there's not a lot of liquid in this one. This is a little bit more of an expensive brand, so I don't know if I would repurchase this one. If it was sent to me again, I would be very happy. It did dry very matte, very black, so I do enjoy that. But there's so many better, cheaper brands that I probably wouldn't repurchase this one. Next we have the Covergirl Liquid Liner. I will not rebuy this. I really do like Covergirl. I bought this when I found out that they were cruelty-free again, and I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna buy all the Covergirl stuff. I didn't like this one. This one dried almost like latex across my eyes. It was very shiny. I prefer my eyeliners to be a little bit more matte, and this also had a really thick brush that kind of frayed after a while, so I just was not a huge fan of this one. I did use it up, so there's that, but definitely not my favorite. But the last one is my tried and true, the one that I always use. It's gonna take me something really good to make me not use this one anymore. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I love this. I love this, I love this, I love this. This is another brush tip applicator. So I love this one. Actually, the Hank & Henry one I think was a felt pen. But this one I love so much. I've gotten so good with it. It's very matte, and it does last me a really long time. So I tend to go through liquid liners very quickly because I do wear them pretty often. And I do like this one. It is a little bit cheaper as well. So the next one is another big one that's been sitting here. This is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil. It's pretty much a hair mask. It's like covered in dog hair, I don't know why. I did not get through this completely. It did end up going bad and separating before I could get all the way through it. This definitely was way too moisturizing for my hair, which makes sense. Just with all the ingredients in it, but it did smell so good. It smells like sugar cookies. It smells really yummy. So if you guys do have a little bit more textured hair, this would definitely be good for you. It was just too moisturizing for my own hair. All right, I have a couple of lipsticks that I have gone through as well. So the first one is actually I have two NYX Lingeries. Those are some of my favorite lipsticks. The first one is in Exotic. This is my all-time favorite lipstick. I love this one. Every time I wear this one, I get compliments on my lipstick. This one just happened to dry out. I just finally got that far. If it gets a little bit too old, they start to give me like sores. I think because they dry my lips so much. that they do start to hurt my lips. So I think it's just my lips bouncing back. The next one is in the shade Embellishment. I wasn't a huge fan of this shade. I did use it a couple times, but I do have other purples that I like more than this one. This one, I love the formula of the NYX lingeries. They're nice, and I wouldn't say they're super cheap, but they're not super expensive either. I just love NYX. They're my favorite brand. Next, we have the Tartist lipstick. I think this is in the shade Delish. It's like so used that I can barely read the packaging anymore. This is a very similar shade to that Embellishment. It's just a little bit lighter. I also really enjoyed this one. I just finally used it up because it's a very tiny one. I think I actually got this from Ipsy way back in the day. I think I used this way longer than I should have. Again, great lipstick. It's nice and matte. It feels good on your lips. And Tarte is just always a really good brand for lipsticks. I do have two primers. The first one that I have is the Morphe Eyelid Primer. I actually was not a big fan of this stuff. I feel like it made the eyeshadow on the outsides of my eyes here very patchy. It didn't blend into your skin super well, so it would make the eyeshadow catch on the outskirts of that primer. So you would have to blend that primer way out, or else this would catch on the edges. So I would not be repurchasing this one. I do have a couple eye primers already, so I don't need to, but I would not be rebuying that one. The next one is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is like the OG. I got this one as a present. I very quickly went through this one because it's so tiny. This one did work like a dream. Nice and hydrating, but also grabbed onto my eyeshadow as well. I loved this stuff. Look up other reviews online of this because it is just so nice, and everyone loves this stuff. Next we have another skin treatment, and I swear by this stuff. This is just the CVS brand of them. There's a couple other brands that make this as well. They all work pretty much the same, and these are the Acne Spot Treatment Creams. So I was on Accutane way back in the day, but wearing masks and working outside, I do still have acne a little bit, but I swear this makes my acne go away faster. So I just put this stuff on after the shower. I put some toner on my face, and then I put this on before moisturizer, and I swear this makes my acne clear up faster. I swear. The CVS brand is very good. There's also a Neutrogena brand. I believe Clean and Clear has a brand, a type too, and they all work pretty much the same. I think this one was just a little bit cheaper, so I like that one. All right, I have a moisturizer. I don't know why it just took me so long to say moisturizer, but this is the Touch in Soul Glassy moisturizer. This is a skin balm. I use this mostly in the daytime, so it did take me a really long time to go through this. I thought I had another moisturizer. I must have gotten rid of it without putting it in my Empties drawer, but I actually really enjoyed this stuff. It was very moisturizing, and it soaked into my skin very quickly, so I could kind of just move on to my makeup very quickly after putting this on. Most of my moisturizers I need to wait a little while before putting on makeup, but this one I do feel like lasted. It did sink in very quickly. Okay, so I have a couple of eyebrow pencils. The first one I have is the Hourglass one in the shade Blonde. I did not like this one. It broke so easily. It was way too light for my eyebrows. I really don't like color blondes because they're usually orange. They're not actually blonde. I don't know. I just did not like this one. I went through this one so fast because it just kept breaking on me. Even if I don't like a product, usually I'll still use it up if it just works fine. But this one I flew through. And then I have two NYX Micro brow pencils. I think I actually have two different colors here. Yeah, I have Blonde and Taupe. I definitely prefer the taupe one. I actually have a taupe one that I'm currently using as well. These do go pretty quickly, but that's also because I need to fill in my whole eyebrow. I don't have very dark eyebrows, so I go through these very quickly because I need to fill in my whole brow if I'm going to be using them. I tend to use eyebrow pencils for work and pomade when I'm doing a full face of makeup, so I do really like these pencils. They just do tend to go very quickly. Next, I have the Earth to Skin Tea Time Green Tea Toner. I really liked this. I thought this really did cleanse my skin very nicely. It also helped all my moisturizers sink in very well. I think this was a great price for what it is. I will definitely be repurchasing this one because the one that I have right now I don't like as much as this one. I really enjoy this, so I will be repurchasing this one. Next, we have my Pure Sculptor palette. So it looks like this. This has just finally expired. It's just not working anymore. I never really liked this one. It has always been patchy. It smells really good because it smells like chocolate, but it does go on very patchy. And the highlighters are nice, but I usually won't pick this up just for the highlighter because I have other highlighters that I like more. So this one's just kind of been sitting in my desk for a while, and I just finally am getting rid of it. So next I have a Milani powder blush. Again, this one just finally expired. It no longer is going onto my skin. I really liked this one. It was a nice light blush. It's very buildable. A lot of blushes that I have are like color. So I liked that this one was really buildable. I really liked this blush. I probably will not be repurchasing because I do have other blushes that are a similar color. I thought the little rose design on it was super cute. I highly recommend Milani blushes, and I think you just can't go wrong with this. Next I have the Bodycology Sweet Apple Cider Bubble Bath. Again, I love bubble bath. This one smelled really nice. I had this in the fall and I just thought this smelled great. I love apple cider scents in the fall, and I did go through this relatively slow and it did make a lot of bubbles. So if you guys like bubble bath, I think I actually liked this one more than the Dr. Teal's one. Just because this one I went through slower. I swear my Dr. Teal's one I had for a couple months, while this one I had for like close to a year. So if you like bubble baths, I really liked the Bodycology one. Next I have a Revlon little blade thing. So because I have blonde eyebrows, I don't usually pluck them. I like to just use these little microblade things. And this one worked really well. This one actually lasted me a really long time. I had this one and a red one, and these lasted me way longer than my little tiny, I think they're like Wet n Wild ones. Normally I don't get Revlon because Revlon is not cruelty free, but I think I was in a pinch when I bought these, and I really loved these. If it was not Revlon, I would be repurchasing. Last product! Good, because my throat hurts. I don't want to talk anymore. So this one, can you tell this one was like really well loved? This is, I believe it was Tarte Big Ego mascara. I wore this for so long, and again, it just finally dried out on me. I really enjoyed this. I swear it made my eyelashes huge. Like huge, and it just lasted a really long time. It didn't flake on under my eyes, which I get a lot, but I just really enjoyed this one. So if you want to spend a little bit more money on your mascara, I like this one. You should go for it. All right, this is gonna be a long video and I apologize. I had a lot of stuff to go through. So that was my empties for the last 6 months to a year. Actually, I think it may have been closer to a year that I've been collecting things. But let me know if you liked this video. If you guys like things like this, I will continue to save my empties. I love watching videos like this, so I hope that you guys liked it as well. Let me know if you've used any of these products before, if you liked them, if you didn't, if you disagreed with my opinion, let me know. I love seeing how different products work for different people. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day wherever you might be. And I hope to see you guys again on the next one. Bye.